Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing the Midyeartarottag by my beautiful friend Chanel over at the channel Chanel Days. She had started this one last year and she's revisiting it this year. So it's a tag that she said that she had found from like BookTube, because she's also got a channel on BookTube. It's Chanel Chapters, and she also did this mid-year book tag. I believe that's what it was for BookTube as well. So go and check her out at Chanel Chapters. If you are somebody that reads a lot and you're interested in doing a fun, tag like that. So anyways, let's get started. There's a series of 12 questions. And this was a little bit difficult for me. It always is, kind of ruling things out, dwindling my collection down to just a few. Because I love all my decks. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Okay, so the first question is, deck that you've used the most so far in 2024. And that has to be my actual Love of Spreads Oracle deck, because I have done tons of spreads out of this. I've done all the chakra spreads. I've done like dream spreads. I've done like ancestry spreads out of this. I've done the new moons and full moons and shadow work spreads. So there's a lot to choose from in this deck. And this is the one that I have been most consistent with, because I like to change things up a little bit. So yes, it's my Love of Spreads Oracle. And this can be purchased at Make Playing Cards. So, the next question is a new deck that came into your collection. Well, this is a new one that just came into my collection. I haven't done a walkthrough yet, but I'm going to. I just kind of put them in a little bit of order, but it is one I got off of Etsy, and it has to do with crime, and it has to do with conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So I separated them into like crime, and then like you can see, you're getting the picture. This is like one of the newest ones that I got, which is really cool. So I will put a link down below to this one, but be watching for a walkthrough soon. It might be first, who knows? So the next question is, and I don't remember exactly what the name of this is, but it has to do with like I said, like crime, law enforcement, and conspiracy theories, this deck. So the next question is most anticipated deck that was released this year. And it's probably these. There was another deck also that I got with it, but it's the Secret of Life Arcanum Vitae deck by Studio Artemy. And these are just so beautiful. This is such a gorgeous deck. I love the keywords for each of these, and it's just the book, the cards, everything is just done so beautifully. But I also love that we have like Lenormand and more, like an expansion on Lenormand, and I'm currently trying to learn Lenormand. I just started. So I've actually been using a different deck upstairs to learn Lenormand, and it's one of them that's coming up also. So it's this one. It was the most anticipated. Well, one of them. I mean, I had several that was very anticipated. So the next question is, and I will be putting all these questions down below, my biggest disappointment. And really, I don't really very much get disappointment decks. But if I were to say any of them, it wasn't something I was really looking forward to, other than it was in the Hay House subscription box, and it's a 22 card deck. 22 cards for a deck is just pitiful, okay? So I'm not happy with that. However, when I look to see how much this sells for regularly on Etsy, it's like $13. So that's what you get for $13 is 22. And this will also work well with a couple other Kyle Gray, like Angel Oracles. They're all the same size, same card stock. I'm not sure if they're the same backs. But, so you can turn it into like a big, you know, oracle. So it's not really, honestly, it's not really a disappointment, but it was the closest one I could think of that was a disappointment, just because of it only being 22 cards. So the next question is number 5, biggest surprise, and that would be this one. I don't know why I didn't see it on Kickstarter when it was on. Maybe I did and I just passed it up. I don't know. And I seen it on Tony's channel, Tony Antoinette, on her channel first, which is Antoinette Tarot and Jewelry. And she had done a side-by-side with the Primordial Tarot. And I was almost ready to purchase it then because I was very intrigued. I was instantly attracted to, I suppose I should take this out. I was instantly attracted to the artwork, but I didn't know about whether or not I would use the system, just because of it being like swords are with fire and wands are with air. That's a little bit different. I don't necessarily have to use it that way, but then I seen Tammy Pie do a walkthrough of it. I was like, all right, damn it. I have to get it. So it was like a really big surprise. I mean, there was a couple other decks that were like surprise decks. I seen it and then I was like, yep, bye. Like within a matter of a couple of minutes. I said, oh, it's going on my wish list. And then 5 minutes later, it's on its way to me. So it would be this one. So let's see. I will say there was another deck that also surprised me. And it's the second edition of the Tarot of Aphrodite, because I had said that I really loved the first version, and I do. I absolutely do. But I was surprised that I actually liked this version better, the second edition. So that was a bit of a surprise to me. It is so beautiful. I could have easily put this as one of the most beautiful decks of the year, but I didn't want to do that because I had already said that, I believe, for the last one last year with the other one. So I wanted to give something else another shot. And I really do think that these are the most beautiful also. So the next question is a deck crush, a deck that you're in love with right now. And that would be another newer one to my collection. I did not know I was going to love it as much as I did. And it's the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot by Ethany. This, I didn't get in on a Kickstarter. I don't know if she did a Kickstarter. I think she did. But I did the pre-order, but I did it, I think, like after the fact. I did it on Etsy in the beginning of February. So I am crushing on everything that has to do with this deck. The book, the box, the cards, the gilding, you name it. It is a stunning deck. It is... I love the artwork. I love the colors. I love the border. I love the banner with... I just love everything about this deck. I love the way that it shuffles, everything. Look at that gilding. Oh, my goodness. I love the fun way that this particular book was set up. I like that it's even color-coded to the different, if you can see the different colors. For the different suits. I just think everything about this is just beautiful. And I'm just like, I fell hard for it. Let's put it that way. The backs, just everything. So that was the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot by Ethany. Now, oh, favorite tarot card. Well, I mean, that's always the Fool for me. I feel like it's my favorite tarot card just because it embodies every single other card in a deck. So, I mean, this one is funny. This is the Wild Reflections deck, and this is the next deck I'm going to be talking about. This is a deck that makes me happy. This is prompt 8, deck that makes me happy. But look at his face. It's like he's happy to be seeing her go, you know? And then he happens to be, I'm thinking it's the same character on the 7 of Swords. So, but watch me not be able to find the Fool now. I mean, this deck really does make me happy. Even though there was a mess up with 2 of the cards and the numbering. The numbering was incorrect. They have emailed me back and told me that they are going to be fixing the cards and sending me out the replacement cards. However, it's probably not going to be until like August or September, because that's when they're doing their next, this is why spell, they're doing another Kickstarter, and with that printing, then they'll be able to, it's more cost effective for them to be able to do that. So, but oh my gosh, this deck is stunning. I mean, absolutely stunning. I love this Hermit card too. That's just awesome. I love that Justice. Look at that Fool. I love it. I love everything about this deck. Look at this Magician. Oh my gosh. She is awesome. Yes, so this is also the deck that makes me happy. It's by Y-Spell, and it's called Wild Reflections. And it was one that was on Kickstarter that came in. So the next question is 9. Most beautiful deck this year. Okay. Most beautiful deck this year. I actually have 2 of them. One is Dreams of Nile. I think that's what it's called. Dream of Nile Tarot. Yeah. Dream of Nile Tarot. My goodness gracious. Oh. This deck is just... Do I have it upside down? Absolutely stunning. I mean, the gilding is beautiful, and it's not sharp. It's just beautiful linen cardstock. So much bling. The back is so blingy. I mean, look at that. That is just the most stunning. Oh my goodness gracious. This deck, when it came in, it blew me away. It is so gorgeous. And I have watched the creator making like a new deck that she's working on her channel. Oh my goodness. She is so friggin' talented. I love watching her create. And this is the second deck that I have purchased from her. The other one was, gosh, I can't remember the name. Dreamscape? I don't know. It's over in my decks, but I'm not going to go get it right now. But this, by far, is just, oh my goodness. I don't know how it got every which way. Oh. I just love this deck so much. Sorry about that. I mean, look at the star card. Of course this is my favorite deck, right? Of course this is the most beautiful deck, I should say, of 2024. Oh. At least that's when I got it, was 2024. This is by far my most favorite Egyptian themed deck now. By far. It's just pure friggin' decadence. Yes. All right. So, that is the most beautiful deck. And I have another most beautiful deck. I mean, even look at that. Looks like a sarcophagus. I really don't like this construction. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like that. But, so I house it like on the back, like that, instead of housing it up like this. Just because it'll fall out. But it is clever how it was created. Okay, the other beautiful deck that I love is the Shadows of the Middle Ages. This is one that I did a walkthrough in January. I think it was in January. It might have been February. I don't know. But it's one that I think I got. It was either for Christmas or I got it for my birthday from the hubby. And it is 123 cards. And I've got the other part upstairs because it's Lenormand. And that's what I'm learning. And I've got a big book that I purchased. But I think that this is just so beautiful. And it's really fun getting to know. I mean, like, look at a future card. And it's like flying UFOs and present, past. I mean, this is just gorgeous. I love the colors that were used. I love all the different kinds of cards. There's Zodiac in here. There's the, like holidays, Sabbats and Espets, Sabbats. Karma, Goblin, Familiar, Balloon. I mean, Gate. This has Lenormand, plus it has an expansion on Lenormand. But then it has other cards as well. So, the book that it came with is quite large. I got it off of, well, it didn't come with it. I purchased it separately, I believe. Or, I don't know, one of the decks that I got from this creator, I had to purchase a separate book. But I think this is so beautiful. So, what deck do you want by the end of the year or are still waiting on? So, I'm just going to tell you some of them that I'm so excited about, which is the Naked Truth Tarot, Rhythm and Soul Tarot, the Haptic Tarot, Rosewood Tarot, the Day and the Night, the European Goddesses Spirit, or the European Goddesses and Spirits Oracle deck, the Sidereal Sequence. Yeah, those are all ones that I am very much looking forward to that are Kickstarters, and hopefully the majority of them are supposed to be by the end of 2024. We'll see. But let me see. There's other ones that I've backed that I don't have yet either. Like a Mindful Tarot, the Celtic Tarot deck. It's one that I can color in. My husband said that he would help me color it in. It's really cool. Another one, the Victorian Fairy Tarot. I'm waiting on that one, and I'm very excited about that. Fat Folks Tarot deck, still waiting on that, and that was something that I backed early last year. Another one, the Victorious Tarot deck, another one, you know. So, yeah, there's a lot that the Gothic Literature Tarot that is currently on Kickstarter, and the Venus Morningstar Tarot that's currently, it's a live Kickstarter. So there's a lot of them that I'm looking forward to. So, okay, what is the next question? Let's see. Which deck hasn't been used yet, but you want to work with it this year? So there's two decks that I have also that are, one is a current deck that I just bought a couple of months ago. And I think it's absolutely stunning. I have not dug into it yet, but I am very much looking forward to it. And the book is meaty and wonderful and has to do with mythology, Greek mythology. I seen this also, I believe, on Tammy Pie's channel. And I said, oh my gosh, I need to get this. I think I'm going to put it on my wish list. And then I was like, no, I think I'm going to get it. So I just ordered it. And it is amazing. And I love Greek mythology. And I started doing the study of Greek mythology and then just got overwhelmed with too many other things that I was doing. But I still will eventually get back to the Greek mythology because it's something that I do desire. It's just life kind of got in the way, you know. And I'm just not, I mean, there are things that I've watched, I've read certain things, but actually doing a deep dive, no, not really. But I do love it. Look at this deck. Another really beautiful deck that I forgot to mention that I also got in, and that makes me happy is the Tarot of Persephone's Garden. Stunning, gorgeous deck that I love working with because the shuffle is beautiful. The artwork is my favorite kind of artwork. And a friend created it, right? Somebody I would call a friend created it, and she just did a brilliant job. She's got more that's coming out with. And I also got the Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's. Love that deck so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So, this is one of them that I want to work with. And I will eventually get to it. But, the one that I really would like to be able to work with by the end of this year, and this will make complete sense, a deck for Wonder Walking. This is another one that I would easily say is one of the most beautiful and anticipated decks for this year. This fell into a few different categories, but I haven't been able to work with it yet since when I got it right afterwards is when I broke my ankle, and I'm still walking with a walker. But there is nothing more that I would love to do than to be able to go and walk in nature, carefree again, and be able to focus on this deck that is just so stunning. And so many things that we take for granted when we can just go and do something every day. Well, when you can't and it gets taken away, like something simple like just walking, you know, it becomes like a priority. And That's why right now my priority is learning to walk again. And it is difficult. It is painful and lots of swelling. So I make forward movement. I went to a cane, was walking with a cane for like one day, was hopeful. The next day, my foot and everything hurt so bad. And my other foot developed gout because of putting too much weight on my other foot to compensate for the other one. So I'm back to a few days back in bed and walking as little as possible. Although I will say I don't ever use my scooter anymore. I pretty much put that away and I'm only using a walker. So, and I walk everywhere. You know, I walk around my house. So I'm not stopping. It's just, it's a challenge. It's a struggle, but I'm still doing it. But I love that this has like for night walking, just beautiful, but day walking. And like, what do you see when you're out walking around? What kind of things, you know? Yeah, I could do the one for discomfort right now. Things we take for granted until you don't have it anymore. So this is one, what's it called? A deck for wonder walking. This is the deck that is the one that I really want to be able to work with this year, just because I'm going outside. Because right now I can't even walk in my yard because it is so uneven. I would probably take a tumble, right? I need like a flat surface in order to be able to use my walker. So anyways, this is the most one that I really, really want to be able to work with by the end of the year. And I'm hoping that I can start doing, you know, within a month, maybe I'm pushing it, but be able to start walking in my neighborhood and stuff again. And then 12, my favorite video that I've made. So the favorite video that I made, I was trying to think about this. One was the giveaway for the Madam Lydia Wilhelmina's. I was so pleased that I could do that. And I do have more planned here for this next year when I start getting some of the decks in. Or this year. But it's also going to be dependent upon when I can drive myself, because I can't even drive yet, to like the post office and comfortably walk in with a bunch of stuff in my hands into the post office. So that's not right now. I'm probably going to get the decks in before I'm able to actually send them out. But that was one of my favorites. But the ultimate favorite, I think, was when I did the ritualistic tarot like spread for the year, and how it was all done differently. And it was put in the envelopes and, you know, waxing, sealing all of the envelopes up and stuff. That was so, I'm going to do it every year. I have not been putting them in my planner, but I have been opening them. So when I feel like it, I am going to, and I'm keeping them in the envelopes so that I can go back and put them in. I mean, I put like a few months, I think through March. No. Yeah, maybe I did put March in. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I don't have it right here in front of me. But I will be putting all of those by the end of the year into my journal, my tarot journal. And that was one of my favorites, as well as making the incense for the year. And then, you know, using that incense in the video. So I will put links down below to the things that I remember, the channels that I've mentioned, the decks that I've gotten, if I can find links to where you can purchase them. But thank you for spending this time with me. This is the second video I have made now in my witchy room. and I'm happy to be back down here. I am gradually trying to get everything back down here. I've got just a little bit left. Today, I brought some of the stuff down myself in my walker basket and had to be very careful coming down. But I still got more stuff up there, and I like to keep some stuff up there. So thank you for spending this time with me. This is such a super fun hashtag, and it was the Mid-Year Tarot Tag created by Chanel over at Chanel Days. Please go and check out her original video, which will be linked down below, and you know, join into this tag. I love seeing what everybody's working with, their favorites, this or that. And so thank you for spending this time with me, and I'm sending you love always.